Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on 3 future Hall of Famers in this fight game. We have Terence T-Bud Crawford, the 3 division world champion, the former undisputed world champion, the current WBO welterweight world champion. We have Gervonta Tank Davis, that killer, that gorilla out of Baltimore, the 3 division world champion, one of the hottest young stars in the game. Then we have Errol the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, the WBC, the IBF, and the Super WBA unified world champion. Now, we all wanted Errol Spence versus Terence Bud Crawford, and it looked like that we're not going to get it in 2022. So it looked like 2023 could be a possibility depending on EJ and what do you want to do, if you want to stay at 147 or not. But Errol Spence want to send Terence Bud Crawford a strong message, man. Terence Crawford, stop worrying about Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Quit worrying about Tank, right? Focus on me. Focus on somebody your own size. Right? Focus on somebody in your division right now. You understand? The king of your division. The fight that you're supposed to give the people, but now you ran and you ducked me, right, to fight a David Avanesian, a C-plus fighter, because you know I was going to be real trouble for your ass. You know I was going to break you down. And you know I was going to put you out your misery. You understand what I'm saying? So now you want to go and pick on the, Gervonta Tank Davis instead of stepping up to the plate and facing me. Leave my little brother Tank alone. You understand? Now, when it comes to Bud, right, it's easy for him to say things now that he's under a contract and he know he got a fight coming up on Saturday, y'all. Yes, he's about to fight David Avanesian December the 10th coming up this Saturday. He's going to defend his WBO scrap against a man that don't even deserve opportunity at the title right now. But if you ask him, right, this is one of the most dangerous fights of his career. David Avanesian is a monster. He beat his last 6 opponents, right? As if that's really making a statement on something, because we're going to say who was his last 6 opponents. But now you opening up your mouth about Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. Now you open up your mouth about Gervonta Tank Davis. Leave Tank alone. Don't bring up Tank name. Period. I don't give a damn if Tank said your name first or not. Don't bring up Tank name. Stop bringing up Jamel Charlo name. Bring up Errol Spence name. When it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, we know that Tank is at 135 right now, right? We know Tank got, 2 fights set up for next year. First fight against Hector Garcia in January. Second fight against Ryan Garcia. Look like it's going to be, in the middle of the year. Probably towards the end a little bit. We'll just have to find out and see when the date is going to be. But, Tank came out and said that Errol Spence has a metal shield and Terence Crawford has a glass shield, and that he know Errol Spence is going to beat Terence Crawford's ass. It ain't what he think, it's what he know, because EJ is his big brother, and he know what EJ is all about. He know EJ is a killer dog. He know that boy don't take no for an answer. You feel me? And Tank said himself, right? I'll beat Terence Bud Crawford's ass, man. I'll get his ass up out of here. Meaning get him up out the sport, because he didn't want to give us the biggest fight in boxing with Errol the True Spence Jr. So Tank was feeling like, look, man, this motherfucker ducking EJ, right? When he had an opportunity to fight EJ, but he's telling everybody that Errol don't want to fight him and that PBC try to fuck him over and things of that nature. And Tank is an Al Heyman guy. So of course, he's going to put the truth out there and let people know that PBC, is arguably the best people to be with when it comes to making this bridgie. Because you don't got a promoter. And you getting that back end money. And Al is going to teach you the game. So when Tank heard that shit, of course he going to take up for Al. Of course he going to take up for his big bro EJ. Because he know for a fact Errol Spence want to fight. He know for a fact that Al Heyman didn't try to fuck Terence Bud Crawford over, and that he was going to make good fucking money facing Errol Spence. Way more money than facing David Avanesian. You understand? Way more money than facing David Avanesian. When he said that he was going to get allegedly $10 million, he got 5 already, and then the other 10 he's supposed to get on the week of the fight. But then we have David Avanesian coaches coming out saying that they trying to charge the UK extra money to pay Bud the other $5 million that they owe him. You understand? The other $5 million that they owe him. So at this time, we don't know what's gonna happen with Bud other $5 million that he's supposed to be getting. You feel me? So all we can do is wait for December 11th to see if everything panned out how it's supposed to pan out. Hey, he might just get the extra 5. We don't know. But we know he would have made more fighting Errol Spence than facing David Avanesian. You understand? Way more. And nobody can deny that. You feel me? So now, right, Tank came out, spoke his piece on the situation. You know, everybody want to look at Bud and ask him about Gervonta Tank Davis. Oh, Tank said this. What you think about Tank? What you think about Tank? Like, bro, focus on Errol Spence. Focus on Errol Spence because we know this fight is a done deal. David Avanesian is no threat at all, right? Tank will be a more threat than David Avanesian. I will say that. I will say that. You feel me? But nonetheless, David Avanesian is no threat at all. So now it's come back to if you want to step up to the plate and face an Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? And face an Errol Spence Jr. Or would you run over to Golden Boy and the zone and try to, you know, do the Virgil Ortiz situation instead of facing the king of Dallas and Errol Spence? You want to face the up-and-coming guy in Dallas and Virgil Ortiz, but you don't want to step up to the plate and face the king and Errol the True Spence Jr., who's the number 1 welterweight in the world, who's doing everything possible to give you another opportunity at Undisputed at the welterweight division, right? Because if you was to beat Errol Spence for Undisputed, we all know that's 10 times bigger than beating Julius Ndago for Undisputed. That's the biggest thing you did in your career. That's the biggest thing Terence Crawford will accomplish in his career is beating Errol Spence for Undisputed. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, if Tank said he will come up and knock your ass out, right, out of frustration because you ducking EJ, right, and you fucking up the biggest fight in boxing, right, don't get to talking about Tank and this, that, and all that shit. No. Talk about Errol Spence. Stop talking about Jamel Charlo and that you'll go up to fight him and this and that. No. Talk about Errol Spence. You feel me? You telling Tank, well, it ain't even possible because, you know, I might be at 154. You ain't going to no damn 154, bro. You ain't going to no 154. Especially if you go to 154, you're not going to be fighting Jamel Charlo. You don't pull those strings. Or you go fight Errol Spence in the UK. You go fight Jamel Charlo in Dubai. Bro, who are you? Floyd Mayweather? Canelo Alvarez? You feel me? You must be Muhammad Ali. You got to be Mike Tyson. You got to be one of these motherfucking superstars that they can pull these strings and that's pulling in all the money to where you are the A side and these fighters got to do what you tell them to do. Stop it, Terence Crawford, man. Stop it. You feel me? Like I say, people say anything happen in boxing. This dude, David Avanesian, don't stand a fucking chance. I'm telling y'all right now. Terence Crawford's finna have a flawless victory with this dude. He finna beat the fuck out of David Avanesian. One of his best performers to this day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? Finna beat the fuck out of David Avanesian. Stomp his ass out. And then we go see what you do after that, bro. We go see if you come back to the table and be for real this time about fighting Errol Spence and not bring up nobody else's name. You know what I'm saying? Because you out here bullshitting for real. For real, for real. You know what I mean? So, leave Gervonta Tank Davis' name out your mouth. Right? Errol Spence not going to let you fight his little bro. He going to beat your ass for Gervonta Tank Davis. Keep Jamel Charlo name out your mouth. You're not getting a Jamel Charlo fight for no fucking Undisputed if you don't fight Errol Spence for Undisputed first. So you can get that out your mouth. That's Errol Spence stablemate. And that ain't going down. And talk about Errol Spence, the fight with Errol Spence, the fight that you duck. But now you're going to let your balls drop and come back to the fight because you have nowhere else to go after this BLK shit. Unless you run, like I said, to Golden Boy and the zone to try to go the Virgil Ortiz route, which probably seemed more possible and likely, if you ask me. But when Errol Spence finish his fight and we see what EJ say, then we'll see if Terence Crawford will step up to the plate or not. Because if Errol Spence fight Keith Thurman and beat his ass, then he's standing there for Terence Crawford. And if Terence Crawford duck again, then everybody better hold his fucking feet to the fire and set his ass on fire. Period, bro. Step up to the plate, fight somebody your own size, Terence Crawford, and stop speaking on Gervonta Tank Davis. Just like that. Until then, this your boy Money, it's the NSBC, moving everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Want to donate OG Money on Cash App, TreyHunter52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.